Welcome. Howdy. Haven't made a talk video for a while, so I thought I'd just touch base with you people out there. Well, as we know, nothing much has changed in the world. It still seems to be heading down this disastrous path. But it doesn't worry us in the MGTOW world. We are on our own. Now let's look at the new developments in the world. Well, the younger people seem to have started to grow horns on the back of their necks, on their skulls, in direct result from using iPhones and iPads. So an electronic piece of equipment is actually changing the skeleton structure of a human. That's a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. It's a direct result of people bending their heads all the time. They're bending their heads down all the time, looking at these screens and these iPads. Now I remember many years ago, mobile phones were quite handy. You didn't have to go to the telephone box or anything, so they were quite handy. But nowadays, they're an obsession. These people are never off them. They have to have them turned on all the time, and they have to be staring at them all the time. And I mean at parties, at gatherings, at barbecues, whatever. They're never paying attention. They're just staring at the screen. I mean, talk about antisocial, and you can tell because when you talk with them, they have nothing to talk about. And I think many years ago, men had an adaptation too, to women. They stopped hearing them. That would be a great thing to have. Every time a woman talks, the man goes deaf. Because I'll be honest, I've listened to a lot of women talk, and half of it is garbage. Actually, a lot more than half of it. Because it usually is about them, or it's usually about something that really doesn't matter. Has anybody noticed that? So why do men think women talk a lot of rubbish? Because they do, mostly. And the reason is because they're not really talking to you. They're just parroting phrases they've heard and put them together that they think should go into this sentence. That's why most women talk with hardly any feelings. They're just parroting phrases. A lot of times they have no idea what it really means, but they think it fits. And that's why when a woman says something and the man starts to dig deeper, he doesn't get anywhere, because the woman has said her phrase and she has nothing else. And here's something I think should be completely outlawed, against the law in every state, in every country, and that is yoga pants. Now, women and females years ago knew what packaging was all about. Presentation they knew about. They knew this sold the product. Christ, retailers know about packaging. You can sell a product just by the packaging alone. But women have forgot about packaging because women do not have any class anymore. I mean, if they ever did have. No real decent packaging on women anymore. It's just, here's my breasts, here they are. Here's my ass, here it is. That's it. But the women nowadays are so usually overweight that wearing yoga pants is probably easier for them because they can just one size fits all and they just walk about in these and they look disgusting. Now don't get me wrong, some yoga pants can look really nice on some good women who are fit and not fat, but they are very few and far between now. But let's be honest, yoga pants are not stylish, are they? I mean, it's a bit like you go to an Asian country and go to the beach and you see this white man there in shorts, big stomach, t-shirt that's dirty, a cap, and some flip-flops. No style at all. Apart from the complete disaster women have become nowadays, they've stopped even trying to even look good or look presentable because they just don't care. And the way the women act nowadays, so obnoxious, entitled, spoilt princesses, you'd think they need all the help they can get. But no, they're doubling down and wearing yoga pants, or becoming overweight, or not even bothering with their hair. They forgot all about packaging. And maybe when this climate change happens or something and everywhere is 82 degrees on the planet, we can all walk about naked and saying, look, this is it. This is what I got. Do you want it or not? That would be so romantic. Anyway, about these horns that young people are growing on the back of their necks. Apparently you can feel them if you put your hand there at the lower of your neck. I haven't got them. But you young people might want to check to see if you've got one or two horns. And if you do, get off your friggin' phones!